Well, hey guys, and welcome back to the Mancast.
The Mancast.
We are glad that you've joined us. And man, I'm looking outside right now and it is beautiful. We got 85-degree weather. It's sunny, clear skies. Stanwood Camino is one of the most beautiful place. Yeah.
My niece was here visiting. She grew up here when she was young. She moved away when she was like 15. And she goes, I forgot what a beautiful part of the world this is. She's lived all over the world in these amazing places.
Yep.
And she's like, I forgot how beautiful Western Washington.
Yeah, it feels like every other part of the year. I love Stanwood, but it's like, hey, let's dream of a vacation outside where it's sunny and warm.
Yeah.
But during the summer, this is the place that I want to be.
You know, we figured this out is we used to try to do missions trips in the summer and no one would sign up because everybody wants to stay here. So guess where we go? We go to warm tropical missions environments in February and people go.
That's brilliant. You hack the system.
Yeah.
It also just, when the sun's out like this, it reminds me, man, I want to get outside. Like I want to be on the back patio. I want to be out near water. I want to be out golfing, doing things that I enjoy. And one of the things that I appreciate is it feels like in the summertime, the kids aren't in school. The schedules may have opened up a little bit. And I finally have the ability to do things that I want to do, or whether that's true or not. Sometimes it feels more like that.
We use a phrase around here that in the summer, actually, I think people have the time or the space or the energy to live out their intentions. I think there's different when you get 16, 17, 18 hours of sunlight versus like 7. I just think practically that is, but we have time to live out our intentions of, I think even some spiritual disciplines or rest and recreation and fun and the sun's up later. And, you know, it's one thing when you go to work and it's dark and you come home when it's dark. So it's a real reality.
Yep. And that's true. I don't know if you've noticed, I know my wife has noticed, but even just, I think it was like a week or two ago, I came back, it was 9:00, finished a round of golf with some friends. And I was just in a good mood, got out, was in the sun, didn't matter what we were doing. We were enjoying it. And Jasmine just said, you seem really loose right now. And it just kind of it registered a little bit like, well, was I not loose before? Or, you know.
And is that a positive thing that she's saying? Like, I enjoy you more as like loosey-goosey Jonathan.
Yes. Like, it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel intense. It doesn't feel busy.
Serious.
And it just oh, yes. In the summer, when I'm outside and I do things that fill my tank, I feel a little bit more loose. I feel more like myself.
Yeah.
What is it about getting out and doing fun things?
I think for the modern man is we've forgotten to play. And in social media, more screens, all those kind of things. Man, we were reading a book in our mentor group a couple months ago. They said there's glass that's destroyed the world. Our windshields, we drive everywhere. The screen from our phones and the screen from our TVs, right? Just this glass, these screens have just changed us so much. And so much of our relationships and friendships and play are based on who we're with and proximity to people. And you don't accidentally bump into people very often. Yeah. Because you're driving somewhere, right? Yep. You're commuting, you're on the way. In summer, we're outside. Like I have some neighbors, I don't see them. They drive into their garage in the winter, and about October, they're going to shut that garage, and I won't see them until May. Yep. Just because they're not outside, water in the yard, all that kind of stuff. I think that's the reality of that. And I think especially if you think about when you were a boy, and I hope even modern kids do this, but you remember when your parents just said, go out and play.
Go play, yeah.
Until dinner, or go out play and be home by dark. Yep. And you just go play. And I think boys, we're all the same, is that we're designed to play. And guys, we've forgotten how to play in our modern world. I think we forget, I got to be serious. I got to be driven. I got to produce. I got to make things happen. I got to deliver. I think even unintentionally, sometimes spiritual discipleship is like, I got to be serious about my discipleship. I got to follow Jesus. I got to be obedient. And I think we forget about joyful Jesus. Yeah. Was it Proverbs? Was it 17:22? For a joyful heart. I want to make sure I get it right. Here it is. Okay. A cheerful heart is good medicine. I mean, I think that's what your wife's saying. He's like, you're loose, man. I can feel your cheerful heart. Yep. And do you think she was attracted to you at that moment?
Yes.
I won't ask what happened later, but right. But like, I think that's a track. Like, would you rather be with somebody who's grumpy?
No.
Or who's like, hey, I'm happy. Yeah. Yep. Like it's a cheerful heart. It's good medicine. It's good for our souls. And then that back half of that, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones.
Yeah.
And I think we live in a crushed spirit environment, and it dries up our bones. It makes us no fun. It makes us no fun to be around.
Yep.
And so I think fun. And then I think another huge part of it, we have to learn to take ourselves less seriously.
Yeah.
Laughing at yourself is a lost art.
Yep.
And you just need to I'm just going to look, everybody. I'm looking at, if you hear the sound of my voice or you're watching on video, take yourself less seriously. You are not as awesome as you think you are. You do stupid, ridiculous things. And the more that you can just embrace that and it makes you more confident.
Yeah.
It makes everyone else around like you more. Like I take yourself less seriously.
Yeah.
I think it's a gospel thing. God is a God of joy. Like, we forget throughout the scriptures, joy is one of the measures of our discipleship. Yeah. And I think in this, it's my seriousness, my disciplines. Like, how many times do we talk about, do you have the spiritual discipline of joy? Like, that's a discipline. Yes, it's one of the fruits of the Spirit. And the summer makes that great, but man, I think you got to remember to play.
Yeah. Well, can we autopsy that for a second? Let's get to the fun and joy. We'll end there, but what is it that you think why are we so serious? Why do we take ourselves so seriously? What is it about us that in our wiring that we maybe forget? It comes so naturally when we're kids. Zion so we're building a shed in our backyard right now.
Yeah.
Mostly done. It's like 90% of the way done, and it has a door on it, and it's a shed. It's a tool shed, and we're going to store things in there. But as soon as we got a door on there, all three of my girls, I came home yesterday and I went to look at the shed, I opened the door, and all three of the girls had set up a playhouse in the shed.
It's no longer your shed. You just built a play shed. You built a playhouse, a she shed.
It's a she shed now. And play came so naturally to them. I saw a job site. They saw a playhouse. Yeah. So where's the paradigm switch that goes from playtime to work time?
So I think for us, it's learning. Your girls are learning. Everything is learning. And when we stop learning, I think we stop exploring, and then we stop. We look at what needs to get done versus what can I learn from this. And so you're watching your daughters, they're thinking about their future. They're thinking about houses they'll have when they have. I mean, you don't think about that, but that's part of that is they're playing. It's a smaller version of life. And we always want to maybe this is it, like a playhouse. What is a smaller version of life? Like dolls, trucks, all these things that are toys are smaller versions of reality. And something switches in our lives where then we go we don't want the smaller version of it. We want the bigger, better version of it. So what we have is never good enough. We want the bigger, better version of it. But when I was a kid, 3 pallets stuck together was a paradise. Yeah. It was a smaller version of it. And I was content with that smaller version. And somehow that drive, discontentment, I'm not happy with what I have. I always want what's next. And your girls are stoked. They're going to be bummed when you close the shed down. They're going to be very upset and you put the lawnmower in.
Yes, they are. So I love that. So we're chasing the carrot always. It feels like we're chasing the thing that we think if we catch it, it's going to eventually make us happy. And then maybe we'll slow down and be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. And even like Jesus says over and over, I think we forget this. It's faith like a child. And faith like as a child is, I don't have to have all the answers. I'm okay with curiosity. I'm okay with the unknown. And something happens as we mature. Where does all our energy and focus goes on the things we don't know versus the things we do know? Yeah. And what makes children happy is they know they're loved. They're going to get food. They're going to be taken care of. And then that frees them for play. And I wonder if just in our discipleship, we forget how much God cares for us. We forget our Heavenly Father's got us. So I don't have to worry about that stuff. And then even these passages we've been wrestling with on Sundays through Matthew 6 is don't worry. If we knew that God really cared about us, that we're more valuable than the birds and the grass, that then maybe that would free us up to play because God's got all that stuff. They don't sow, they don't reap, and then we can play. But being content with what you have and not just looking for the bigger version.
Do you think well, this is just kind of a thought that, as you said, that popped in my head. Do you think that sometimes in what we communicate to be true about the life of a follower of Jesus, it's because work is important.
And we're called to be responsible.
And we're called to be responsible. So we say often, like, we have Jesus has a mission for us. So we're on mission. And so like, okay, well, I got to accomplish a mission. In my Christianity, in my faith, I got to accomplish
There's work to do. Look busy. Jesus is coming.
Exactly. That maybe even in our spiritual lives, like we get work minded. We forget, but you made the ocean and the mountains and all these places to go explore and appreciate and admire and
or is even part of the mission of God for us to experience joy.
Yeah.
But part of God's freedom and wholeness of gospel transformation is joy, lightness. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. It doesn't say we don't have a burden.
Yeah.
I won't put anything ill-fitting on you is what Peterson says in that passage of Matthew.
Yeah.
And it's a reference to when you got working oxen, you put a thing around their neck so they can carry the burden. And so we got stuff to do.
Yep.
Right. But it's supposed to fit good.
Yeah.
If you've ever carried if you've ever been backpacking, I've been backpacking a lot. And if you have a backpack that doesn't feel good, a 50-pound backpack can feel like a 150-pound backpack.
Yep.
But if you have a backpack that's 50-pound, 30-pound, and it fits right, it's much easier. It's the same weight, different experience. And I think many people, we carry the same weight, but we have a different experience.
Yeah.
And Jesus is inviting us to, I can be free, I can be light. Doesn't mean I don't have less responsibility. In fact, some of the people who are most responsible I see now actually have the most joy. And those people who have I look at them and I'm like, why are you have literally no responsibility and you're stressed out beyond your wildest dreams. And part of okay, it's not the stress we have, because everybody's got stress. We all have responsibilities.
Yeah.
It's the way we carry it. It's the way we navigate life. It's whether we take ourselves seriously or not. Can I have faith like a child? Can I play? Can I laugh? When's the last time
belly laugh?
You've just belly laughed. You just have turned off the TV and played a dumb card game, being competitive, just laughed and played. That's why I love going camping, right? Just, we did this 5-day float trip. There was no cell phone coverage. It wasn't even an option. And you know how just enjoyable it was? The favorite part of the trip is one day it just rained like crazy, but I had luckily brought a tarp. And so 12 of us are under this little tarp all together around a fire. And we just laughed and told jokes, and it was cold and it was miserable, but we just enjoyed each other's company. We enjoyed creation, and we were under a 10 by 12 tarp.
Yes.
12 of us. It was fun.
You turned a lemon into a lemonade.
And it wasn't it's miserable because it's rainy. We could have had it was cold and rainy. We could have had a miserable experience, but we had a little tarp and we chose to just make it an enjoyable experience.
So you said earlier at that summer sometimes is the opportunity to live into your intentions. Yeah. I know one of the things I really appreciate about working here, being here on the staff is you talk about how August, you try to take, you intentionally schedule less stuff in August.
Yeah, we do camps. And then after camps, we intentionally kind of take a break.
Yep.
And at first I thought I want everybody to come in rested. So, because in the church calendar, fall is a big launch time, but I've actually changed it. I want everybody to come in rested. I want everybody to come in, that they've played hard. They've vacationed. For my vacations, I need to come home and rest, because it's like type 2 fun. It's hard when you're doing it, and then you look back at it and it's fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. But I think that's rest for me, is going and doing stuff, not just sitting home and doing nothing, but being, going in and being active. And so maybe even like August, what if we come in where our hearts are full of play and joy, and then we're able to give the best that we have to people as we launch into the fall. Yeah.
And I know you setting that rhythm is helpful for us as a team, and not everybody that's listening has somebody that's going to help them set that rhythm. Yeah. So how? Okay, so we have time now to live into our intentions. I feel like we want to. We have all of these excuses that we can come up with, which may be valid.
For sure.
But how do we maybe set aside time, plan, whatever the case is, to live into some of those intentions? What would you say?
The statistics are amazing of how many Americans at the end of the year have untaken vacation days. They're going to pay you not to work, and we don't use it. So I'd be like that first one. Look at your vacation days. Have you used your vacation days? And I know that can be complicated, and some of us have different work things and stuff like that. But is there a benefit that you've already been given that you're not taking advantage of.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times we don't even recognize, oh, there's a benefit that's given to me,
Yep.
and I'm not leveraging that.
Don't leave free time on the table.
You know, and I know you got to get time off and it's complicated and all that stuff, but that would just be the first thing. Is there a benefit that you're not actually, and not just work or whatever it would be? And then I think as the days were longer, I was just talking to a group of guys like, oh, I don't have time for friends. And one of my friends was in town and he was in meetings down in Seattle. He lives in another part of the country. He flew in. We were trying to find a time to get together. It just didn't work out. And so the morning before he flew out, I met him at 5:30 a.m. for breakfast down at Don's Cafe in Marysville, the Total Dive, diner. It was the only place that was open like 24 hours that we could go to at that time. And it was on a Saturday. I didn't want to get up at 5, but I did. And it was joyful for me. It was great. And I think sometimes we forget, you still have responsibilities. You still got to work, got to care for your family, got to do those things. But hey, can you get up a little earlier? Maybe stay up a little later. The sun's up, makes those things happen to invest in those things.
Yeah.
And then what do you love? What brings life? Go to a baseball game.
Yeah.
I know financially it can be those things. And fun stuff. When you were a kid, fun was not associated with money.
Nope.
And we've connected fun
to money
with money. For 4th of July, my kids watched, a couple of them were home and they watched The Sandlot.
Yes.
And The Sandlot is like, it was all about play, right? It wasn't about how many innings it was. And when they lost a ball, it was like, we need to get 69 cents together to buy a ball. Like, get a ball and go play. Like, it can cost you 69 cents. I think you can figure out that. My niece is interning here at the church for us this summer. She's in Bible school, so she's in an internship. And she bought this, when she got here, she bought this soccer ball from Walmart. It was a 250th version America soccer ball.
Oh, nice.
And it's funny. She comes home and she goes out and she's working. She's like, I'm going to learn to dribble. She's 22 years old and she's learning to dribble the soccer ball. And it's just fun. She spent $6 on this ball. And that's been her fun this summer, is walking out every day. I'll get home from work and she'll be like, pop, 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 pop. And she's getting pretty good.
Yeah.
And I forgot, like, that cost her $6.
Yeah.
And she's actually wearing it out, starting to break. It was, I got it super into the World Cup this summer. That was super fun for me.
Yep.
I watched every game. In fact, Sunday, the final, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't pray for you. I have another appointment. And the appointment was the final. So I got to follow up with you. I'm going to send you an email. We'll meet at another time. And I ran home. I had like cone of silence to everybody in our house and went and watched the game. So that was just fun. That was something fun to do.
Were you cheering for Spain or Argentina?
I'm a Messi guy. I wanted Messi to win, but it was a good game. It was fun.
Yep.
It was a good game.
So that's good. How do you, one of the things I appreciate about you too is you have, it feels like, maybe this is wrong, but it feels like you have some go-to hobbies.
Probably more than I should.
But I feel like maybe we don't have enough hobbies. How did you find a hobby? Why did you find something that you enjoyed and gave you life?
So for me, it's not necessarily hobbies, is I love learning things. I'm curious. And I think many people have lost their curiosity. So what's crazy about me is, I love learning a new hobby or learning something. But I don't love being really good at it. I just want to be good enough to say I could do it.
Yeah.
So from in Bible school, I started brewing beer. I got pretty good at it. And I'm like, but I don't need to master it. Move on to the next thing. Whatever it be, just kind of different things to engage in and learn from. So it's not necessarily the hobby that's most enjoyable for me. It's learning something new.
Yeah.
That's really enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
That gives me life. But I want to build a cedar strip canoe. So I have some goals like that. I haven't done it. It's going to take a long time. But I'm always planning. One day I'm going to plan for it.
This has been a goal for a little
Since
while
high
now.
school,
Yeah.
I took my senior year, I took a open class. It was one less thing. And I had all the designs laid out, but I didn't get it done because you couldn't get it done in a quarter of high school. But that's still one of my goals. Maybe this year, now that my kids are gone, they're all in college, hey, maybe that'll be something I can do. So I have things like that I'm thinking about, and I'm always learning about it. I just bought a new book that I'm reading about how to build a cedar strip canoe. So it's not like I'm just lamenting that I'm not doing it. I'm still learning about it, even though I'm not able to do that. Yeah. And learning's fun for me.
Yeah. Someday you're going to love that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Jasmine and I, we just got into pickleball last summer. And we're terrible. And I hate
pickleball's great.
I hate doing things that I'm terrible at. And we play with friends and we get crushed.
And all
every
these
game.
new developments around us, they all have pickleball courts. So there's nobody living there yet, so we can go play in their pickleball courts.
And this is what I've learned that I've loved about pickleball. It's free. You can go find a court.
For $20, you can buy two paddles and a couple of balls.
And I'm very competitive. You know me. Yeah. I'm a very competitive person. I hate losing. And playing pickleball has taught me so much about it is about hanging out with my wife and my kids, playing with the friends.
You know what pickleball is? It's like ping pong in college. Do you remember how much time you spent playing ping pong in college?
Lots. Too much.
It's ping pong on a bigger scale.
Yeah. And it was just a reminder for me, I have expensive hobbies. Pickleball is the non-expensive hobby. It's easily accessible and it's enjoyable. And the funny thing is it gets me together with other people when I could easily, through the rest of the year, I can isolate and I can just kind of do my own thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is enjoyable to be around other people and do something that doesn't cost a lot of money.
You can talk to people while you're pickleball too. That's great. Yeah. Another one, even in the back of my truck right now, I have a kite. I love flying kites. It's like the silliest thing. I was just at Heritage Park last week on a windy day and I just went out and I bought this from Amazon. I bought this thing that's got, I think it's 1,000 feet of line. And that kite gets so high up there and I just watch it because the wind's always blowing at Heritage Park. All right. I fly a kite and then I wind it back up all right.
It is a skill to fly a kite. I have not figured that out yet. No. I buy the cheap kites. That's my problem.
This one was I asked this one for my birthday a couple years ago. I think it's 6 foot wide. It's a pretty big kite.
There you go.
It's good.
So, man, this summer, the encouragement, guys, if you're listening,
laugh,
have fun,
take yourself less seriously, learn, explore,
experience some joy, and live into your intentions, right? Wouldn't you say? I mean,
yeah. And it's not all about money. It's not about big adventures. Your wife and your kids, even you, man, it's the simple, fun things that they're going to remember.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the big, glorious, big high dollar things. Yeah. It'll be the presence, the fun, the laughter.
So go enjoy some sun, enjoy your summer. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you are tuning in on your way to do something fun.
There you go.
Yeah. And we'll catch you next time.
Mancast out.